Hello, my friends, and welcome back to PlayStation Live from E3. To my left, I'm starting things off with Malik Forte. Good to have you back, sir. Good. Wait. Just that's
good. That's all we need. The fist pound is enough. That's
keep
enough.
It simple.
Keep it simple.
We have two very special guests on the couch with us today. We have Marcin and Shimon from the SUPERHOT team. Hello, sirs.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay all the way down
perfect,
there?
perfect. Fantastic.
We're still in E3 madness right now.
It's still madness. Guys, SUPERHOT VR, it's coming to PSVR. We're really happy to have you both on here. I think it's pretty clear what kind of game SUPERHOT VR is, but for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about this game.
Well, the SUPERHOT VR is a game in which time moves only when you move. So it's actually pretty amazing, I would say. If you don't move, time stops, and the bullet that comes right at you stops as well. So you can have all the time you want to maneuver yourself to dodge the bullet. You have all the time you want to grab a gun, throw this guy, do everything you want to do in any time you want.
You make it sound so easy.
Yeah. It's not an easy game, though. I mean, there's a challenge there to it. To clarify, SUPERHOT made big waves in the PC space, and that was the original version in which it was a little more mouse and keyboard, right? And SUPERHOT VR is kind of, it's a unique spin-off that you guys have made, kind of complements the original experience, but it's also very, very different, right?
Yes. Well, the base SUPERHOT is all about the player movement, so you can go everywhere, jump, do every crazy stuff, and that's one of the biggest things that influence the time change in a VR game with motion controls. It's all in your hands, in your head. So it's a thing that well, we don't have any movement in game. All the movement you do with your own.
Is your own body.
Go,
yeah, exactly.
Left, right, straight, and back, and it's pretty cool. And because of this, we had to make a wholly different game, wholly different experience, and made everything from scratch, keeping the visuals, keeping the mechanics and the story ideas, but the game itself is a wholly different thing, different story, everything.
I think you can't overstate that, because like some people might see SUPERHOT VR and think like, oh, it's just, I said SUPERHOT, which is also that might be a great game. SUPERHOT VR.
That's the second title, SUPERHOT.
Yeah, exactly. They might see SUPERHOT VR and think, oh, it's just like a quick mode in the game. But no, this is its whole thing that you guys built from scratch. So that's huge. And what's it like developing in the VR space? Because, I mean, it's emergent technology. I don't think it's very easy from what I gather from talking to developers. I mean, what is that like when you're a small team? It's not like you're a huge studio.
Yeah, when we started, nobody knew how to make a game in virtual reality, how to make a good game. Everything was, crazy. It was a frontier. So all the different things we thought, hey, this is going to be a good way to, for example, orient the player, to make a player go a specific way, to start the game by having an object in front of you that you grab, and your action starts the gameplay. This is something that we didn't knew is going to work. We thought, we believed in it, and now we're seeing that, hey, it works. It's actually the way it was supposed to be, and it's pretty great. The hard thing was, well, developing games for VR requires a little more space than your regular in the studio. So we have a lot of broken monitors, a lot of broken walls.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
At one point, Shimon broke the monitor by kicking it. And it was not on the floor. It was a regular monitor on the desk. And he got so into it, he kicked the monitor.
I do need to ask, I didn't think kicking was a part of the SUPERHOT VR mechanic. Was this just a purely visceral response?
Like, if you get too immersed in a game, you forget yourself, and like VR is still very exciting. So
or maybe you're getting overwhelmed by enemies. You're just like, get away from me.
Everyone dodges the bullets doing like this. You don't have, positioning for this. You have only this and this.
People still raise their legs
in
when
the
they
game.
play,
You feel like you're there. You feel like you're really immersed in this virtual reality.
Right. So who goes about creating the levels and designing the levels and kind of like balancing and structuring them so they're not too hard?
Well, in SUPERHOT, you can play everything in a lot of different ways. It's not like you have to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Just like I said, you can grab this, take this, do this. And we've seen people play the game for 2 days right now, and every single playthrough is different. Everyone plays it differently. Once he goes through the things, plays differently. First, okay, I will grab this gun, do this, do this, do this. After 5 minutes, hey, grab this gun, take this gun, do this, do this, do this. It's amazing, and it's really hard to develop, to make a level for this. We have a great team. Right now, it's 3 people. It's the most people responsible for a thing in the office. It's level designers. It's 3 people is the biggest department.
Yeah. It's the biggest department.
3 people is the biggest department.
The biggest department.
Yeah, the second biggest department is art with 2 people.
There it is. Guys, this is a massive, sprawling studio.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Have you guys seen anything impressive from the players over here? Like, has anybody just like astounded you with the way that they attack the game?
My favorite was actually today. It was mom and her son.
Yeah,